Howdy, Justin from Ausgrave Royalty here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel introduction video. Everyone's got to have one. This is mine. Welcome. So, in this video, we'll be talking about what the hell we're about on this channel, what the hell we're doing. I'll talk about the release schedule, how we'll release the content on the channel. We'll talk about a little bit about me, and then we'll talk about some of the future plans for the channel. So let's get into it. So what are we doing here? TLDR, I'm just a messenger who wants to share some good ideas. And maybe they bring value to your life, maybe they don't. I just want to be the guy who digs up some good ideas out there, sends up a flare and says, hey, y'all, take a look at this. Might be useful. That's really it. But to get more specific, at least in the near future, we'll be talking a lot about archetypal psychology. Specifically the Jungian stuff. Jungian archetypal psychology. And we'll actually be starting the first series will be on Dr. Anthony Stevens' work, Archetypes. It's a very appropriate name for what we'll be talking about. Got lucky there. So, what else? In this kind of archetypal psychology vein, we'll be discussing the works of Robert L. Moore, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, and the Archetypes of Initiation. Jean Boleyn, Robert Bly, Mary Louise von Franz, Robert Johnson, and some others. But I'm not thinking that this channel only has to be about archetypal psychology. On the contrary, any good ideas are available. So it could be the works of Kierkegaard or Aristotle, some strict philosophy. Could be some socioeconomic stuff like Thomas Sowell or Ludwig von Mises, or the works of Plutarch, or Joseph Campbell. We'll definitely be mentioning him as he's closely related to the archetypal stuff. So yeah, anything's fair game. Again, ultimately, if I see a good idea, I want to send up that flare and see if it has value to y'all. So that's what we'll be doing on the channel. That's what this channel's about. Now, in terms of how I'm going to structure the videos, I make no claims to be any sort of intellectual authority on any of this stuff. I'm just a fan. I'm just an average dude. Like Idiocracy style. I'm average across the board. I just love ideas though. And I am going to release, I'll take it probably book by book or clump of subject by clump of subject. And I'll have one what I'll call structured video where it'll be about the text or the primary material. I'll release one of those videos per week. And I'll also have a sort of rant style wildcard video about any topic in general. Could be anime, video games, about attachment theory, narcissism, stand-up comedy, electronic music. Could be anything that I want to share, basically. It's kind of my channel, so I guess I have that prerogative. But one of those unstructured videos per week and one of those structured videos per week. And so, for example, in the first season, I have planned, there'll be 22 videos, 11 structured, 11 unstructured. And I'm going to record them all in advance and then stagger their release dates in the future, maybe like Wednesday, Saturdays, for example. So 2 videos per week. And that's about 3 months. And during that time, I'll be able to respond to y'all's comments, work on the next season, which will be King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert L. Moore. Really excited about that one. And doing a bunch of housekeeping. I'm very new to YouTube, I don't know what I don't know. And I know this is going to be a learning process. So this first season will largely be a trial run. That being said, it's a methodically planned to the best of my knowledge trial run, but a trial run nonetheless, it shall be. So I'll be learning from what happens and what I can do better, what I notice, and so on. So that's sort of what I'm thinking for video release scheduling. All right, now for the elephant in the room. Why Ausgrave royalty? Well, TLDR, it's a pantheon of anthropomorphized bits of my identity. And I call those characters Ausgrave royalty. Growing up, whether I'd be writing a novel with a friend for fun or doing some other kind of creative endeavor, anything that requires or encourages the creation of characters of some sort, I noticed that a way to do that is to take your identity, slice it up into its different aspects. Like I have a serious side, a funny, silly side, a self-destructive side, an intellectual side, all that. And then you make them caricatures, and then you sprinkle like they have a history, a wardrobe, what they look like, and you enrich them from there. But that initial part of slicing up your identity sounds kind of morbid. It's a peaceful process, but it helps. It's like a cheat. It's like a shortcut to writer's block when you're trying to create a character. I'm totally sure I invented that method of putting yourself in your work in such a way. Anyway, yeah, that's where the name comes from. The name of all those bits of those characters that represent bits of my identity, that collection of characters is called Ausgrave Royalty. And I named it my band. That's my artist name. I make electronic music as a hobby. I'm on SoundCloud. I'll leave the link below in case you're morbidly curious. I make it very casually when I have time. I have a 9-to-5, and like I said, I'm just an average dude with a 9-to-5. So, but yeah, that's where the name comes from. So I probably told you way more about that than you wanted to know, but there it is. So let's talk about me. I am 37. I'm a Taurus, ESFJ and ENFJ maybe. I have a Diet Coke addiction. I like Mexican food. My favorite movie of all time is The Fifth Element. And probably close second would be Chinatown. Favorite video game, Final Fantasy VII. Favorite superhero, Spawn. Maybe close second, Judge Dredd. No, not a superhero, but you get it. Yeah. I have student loans. I was naive and I got a degree in what I loved, not for what would get me a job. And my degree's in philosophy. And yeah. Would I go back and do it again? I don't know. Probably not. I'd try and find some other way. But that's another rant. Trying to keep things on track. Being a good creator means staying on track for your videos and not going down every rabbit hole. All right. So again, I want to reiterate, I'm not an intellectual authority of any kind. I'm just a fan. I'm enthusiastic about ideas and I want to share them with y'all. That's the TLDR of it. As far as future plans of the channel, I already mentioned above a bunch of the thinkers that I'd like to unpack and bounce off of. But I have like other projects in mind. I've done stand-up comedy, so I have kind of an idea for a comedy channel. And I have, I make music. I could do something with that. People have recommended that I do gaming, like some sort of gaming channel. These are things that are on my mind for the far future. these are not the immediate future. And those I might separate into their own channels if it ever does come to that. But primarily my goal is to honor this channel first and foremost. But I do want y'all to know I am thinking ahead, and what I've learned about when, during the planning of all of this is, there's a lot of good advice out there, but I'm going to have to just create it my way. Good advice doesn't necessarily mean it works for everybody. And I got to just try things out and see what I like and what I want to do. And yeah, I'll make mistakes, but that's my prerogative. And it's a journey. I don't know what I don't know, and that's it. I do want to mention I have a clarity.fm link if you want to talk one-on-one. I'm not a coach, I'm not like a therapist or anything, but if I resonate with you and you want the opportunity to unpack something, that service is there, I suppose. I don't like to mention that, but there it is. It is an option I wanted to mention. And on any of my videos, I will have applicable links. If I mention some other content creator or I reference something, I'll try and have all the links I can in the description. So yeah, in the immediate future, we'll be kicking off the first season of what I'm calling it, and it'll cover Dr. Anthony Stevens' book Archetypes. Again, just for a reminder to myself. I've only mentioned it 10 times, but there it is. So that'll be coming up in the immediate future, as well as the first set of rant style videos as well. So 22 videos in that first season. That'll be about 3 months. So that's the direct next thing that's coming. And after that will be King, Warrior, Magician, Lover by Robert Elmore, and another set of rant videos as well. So welcome to the channel. Yeah, we've talked about what we're doing here, a little bit about the release schedule, too much about the release schedule, a little bit about me, a little bit of an overshare, but I'll live. And then some future plans for the channel. Other than that, I think that's it. Welcome. Look forward to interacting with y'all in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye.